Hey folks, welcome back to Skyward Sword, here in Skyloft, and as you can tell by the length of the video, this is very much a side-questing episode. But before that, we do have a little bit of plot here at the beginning, so don't go away yet. If you couldn't guess, the person with large amounts of knowledge of the song that Zelda sings is none other than her father, Headmaster Gaebora. Now, of course, he's a doddering old twat, so who knows. Yeah, about that. She's kind of been sent through a portal into an undisclosed location. I don't know. Yeah, if you try to get him to sing it, he'll just deny you. It sucks. I wanted to hear him sing. Okay, so Zelda, guided by Impa, must unite Earth and Sky, and bring light to the land, as in perish the evil, destroy the evil. And then this is just so dumb. The second verse of the song, it doesn't play in thematically. It's clearly tacked on. It's how to solve a puzzle in song form. It's just, it feels so shoehorned and terrible. But we'll solve that puzzle in the next episode, and I'm okay with the puzzle. I just wish the solution hadn't been incorporated into some sort of mythological song. But anyway, that is the only plot relevant thing in this episode. So now it's time for side questing. And there's plenty to do. There's one especially hefty side quest involving that classy motherfucker over there. So yes, mystery of the restroom is our first priority. But because it's a mystery at night, we have to go to sleep first. Now, as with all side questing episodes, I do encourage you to let me know how long you last. There's a lot of different stuff in this episode, lots of different types of side quests, but I can totally understand if you get bored. I'll think less of you, but I'll understand. Anyway, let's check out this bathroom. It's the other way. Yeah, okay. Why is it always with the toilet paper? So yeah, if we want to solve that some person's problem, we have to get them toilet paper, which is apparently pretty rare in Skyloft, because there's no actual toilet paper to be found. But anyway, if we want to make progress on that, we'll head back to the daytime and have some wonderful toilet-filled adventures. Now then, related to the mystery of the toilet is this guy. Yeah, this here is Colin. For real this time, I think. Right? Yeah, this is Colin. And he's having love issues. So he has this love letter that he needs to work up the courage to deliver, but because he's dumb he cannot do so and needs an intermediary of sorts. Now, what do you think we're going to do with this paper? So yeah, you have a choice, actually. You can either deliver the love letter as intended, or you can give it to the person in the bathroom to use as toilet paper. You can only choose one. Choose wisely. And they do essentially say, make your choice. I kind of wish they hadn't spelled it out, but then people might not find the restroom option, or may not remember it or something. So, out of curiosity, another thing to comment on this video, which option do you guys choose when you did this side quest? Did you give it to the toilet, or did you give it to the girl? Let me know. I find it interesting. I will not judge you. Anywho, because I'm courteous like that, I will be showing you both options, actually. Option number one, I will be delivering it as he intended to the Karane person, or it's probably supposed to be Crane, honestly, a reference to Crane. And then for option number two, I will deliver it to the toilet. Anywho, Crane is over here. I'm gonna call her Crane, you can't stop me. Unfortunately, she's in love with Pippet. Pippet being the guy with the totally unfashionable yellow outfit. I like this, like, school time drama kind of stuff, like high school drama. It's just so silly and petty compared to, like, the end of the world and Zelda being in a mysterious place and other demonic things. Yeah. That would probably be my reaction. That wouldn't, though. Yeah, that's a little more like it. And you sorta gotta feel sorry for him for being shut down like that. But at the same time, she already has someone she's interested in, so don't... You know, it's a tough situation. Sometimes there are no winners, and I think that's the situation now. Anyway, once you've talked to him, you will have to at least talk to Pippet, who is hanging out upstairs, and tell him of the ongoing controversy, and the fact that he needs to make his move. Yeah, I kind of wish I had chosen date him just to mess with him, because I'm not very fond of Pippet. But I'm not a total jerk. Just a fairly decently sized jerk. Yes, absolutely. That's your interest. Definitely, absolutely. Yes, sir. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, yes, absolutely, yes, I do understand. Why don't you ask her? Kids, take it from someone who's never had any sort of relationship with anyone of any gender. Don't use intermediaries. It's just not going to work out.
Hey!
The truth comes out. Oh god, it's Groose all over again. Well, that'll work. Gratitude crystals. After all that, you get 5. Isn't that wonderful? And now for option number 2, the kind of dickish option, which is giving the letter to the toilet for toilet paper. Doesn't that just make you feel warm and fuzzy inside? Well, trust me, you'll feel warm and fuzzy by the end of this. But anyway, important thing here that I think gets overlooked, this distinction between the two options. A lot of people apparently don't realize this or think it through, but this actually creates 2 alternate timelines that actually shape the rest of the series, the various games. There's the timeline in which Pippet and Crane get together, and the timeline in which they don't, because the letter was never delivered and Pippet was never prompted to hit on Crane. So the toilet timeline, as I'll refer to it, in which they don't get together, actually leads to the original Legend of Zelda games, including Link to the Past, wherein there's vastly less civilization comparatively to various, say, 3D games. Basically, because Pippet and Crane don't get together, that dramatically decreases the overall population of Hyrule, leading to the kind of desolate, barren landscapes that we have for Link to the Past, the original Zeldas. Now, the other side of the timeline, they do get together, as you might be able to assume, is the more populated Ocarina of Time, Twilight Princess, and all those guys' timeline. And it really, I think it's an interesting distinction, and I'm really surprised that Nintendo didn't include this split on their official timeline from the Hyrule Historia. They have something about Ocarina of Time splitting into 3 different timelines, and I don't know. I thought it was pretty obvious, personally, what was going on. I mean, on the toilet timeline, you obviously have Oracle of Seasons first, then Zelda 1, Minish Cap, Zelda 2, Link to the Past, Majora's Mask, Wind Waker, then Faces of Evil, and finally Soul Calibur 2. And then on the Love Letter timeline, you have Gamelon, that's Wand of Gamelon, Link's Awakening, Twilight Princess, Ocarina of Time, then Spirit Tracks, Oracle of Ages, Phantom Hourglass, and then Smash Brothers. I thought that was personally pretty obvious, but I guess maybe Nintendo's trying to keep it a little more secretive. Now, this might lead you to the question of how can both universes technically come to be if Link only does one of these actions in a given playthrough. It's a variation on the monomyth theory, wherein basically every Zelda is the same story retold, except essentially Skyward Sword is the original, the origin story, and depending on how the origin story is told, that leads to two different canons. I hope that makes sense. It's kind of like how certain sections of the Bible are considered canon and some are not, depending on which church you have and how they interpret things. It's like that. But anyway, as you can see, Colin is none too pleased about our course of action, but I believe that it was the correct course of action. Anyway, there's still one last step in this mode, this option of the side quest. Note that he ran to Groos's room, by the way, not his own room. But there's still one aspect of the side quest left to go, because we still need to get the gratitude crystals. And to do that, head back to the nighttime. So if Colin isn't grateful, and he clearly isn't, and Crane and Pippin have no idea that this is happening, there's only one place left where we could possibly get the gratitude crystals. That's right. Now I should state that the disembodied hand is a reference to the hand that comes out of the toilet in Majora's Mask, and eventually Oracle of Ages as well. I mean, he had to exist on both timelines, right? So in the post-apocalyptic toilet timeline, it's in Majora's Mask, and in the Love Letter timeline, it's in Oracle of Ages. I had to go somewhere. But anyway, that's our source of gratitude crystals for this option. You get the same number of crystals from either way, so you can choose whichever one you like. Just know that they're both canon. Anyway, we now have 30 gratitude crystals. That is a pretty nice amount. Not even close to the total, but it's still a nice amount. But anyway, that takes care of the Love Letter side quest. But we still apparently have a little bit left to do during the nighttime. I don't remember what it is because, I usually go into these side quest videos not really preparing much. Don't really remember the order that I do things in. Oh, okay, so we're just going to Betro. Yo, dog, give me the prize. That's right, an even bigger wallet. So 1,000 rupees plus all those wallets we bought from Beetle. Getting a fairly good real estate size. Oh, sweet chest. So yeah, this is almost sort of, it's kind of like those chests from Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door, where they are quote-unquote cursed, where they give you some benefit, except there is actually kind of a drawback here. You can't use your shield as your potion or anything, so essentially you'll want to use this item only when you're going out and grinding items for forging or getting rupees for buying things. I'm not going to pick it up. I don't really need it. Anywho, apparently back in here. I guess I'm gonna show, like, going back to sleep or something. No, I do remember now, actually. There is one more side quest to be done at night, and it involves that guy I mistakenly called Colin way back when. His name's actually Fledge, and he wants to be a manly man. I mean, again, you gotta give him credit. He's working at it. He's still pretty awkward, but he's working at it. No, don't use steroids. Steroids will not get you the girls. But yeah, if you want to get rewards from this guy, you can give him stamina potions in the night. And eventually he will give you a prize. Yes, I did sleep in his bed. What are you talking about? What's wrong with that? But anyway, I went and grabbed a stamina potion off screen that we can give to him. And unfortunately, the first time you do this, you won't actually get anything from him. You have to give it to him, do a couple dungeons, and then do the same thing again in order to get any gratitude crystals out of it. But taking care of the first step now. I'm pretty sure the stamina potion is just a Red Bull. Yeah, hooray for you. Gonna use your bed again. You're not using it, right? He's training, he's not using it, I can use it. I don't want to go across the hall to my room. See? No harm done. Anyway, that takes care, I believe, of Gratitude Crystal side quests for now. So why don't we head off to New Frontiers? I don't know what I mean by New Frontiers. I'm not sure if I'm going to the Lumpy Pumpkin right now, but there is stuff to be done at the Lumpy Pumpkin right now. Well, I'm probably going to get something from Beetle, aren't I? Is that what I'm going to do? No, that's not what I'm going to do. I'm keeping myself guessing. So yeah, he'll say thank you, but he will not reward you yet. Okay, so we're going to the... Oh yes, it's time for upgrades. Upgrades, guys. I know some of you were a little frustrated because I hadn't been upgrading anything, and they're like, no, you have to upgrade things. But now is the time, once I deal with the item check lady, flirt with her a little bit more. And various items of purchasing value. So yeah, I'm going to sell this shield because I'm going to replace it with a better one soon. And I believe that how worn down your shield is doesn't affect its value. So sell it back for some wonderful prizes. And then head over to this guy who is mysteriously like the Happy Mask Salesman and get the final type of shield that you can buy from this shop, the Sacred Shield. And you really don't need any other shield after this because it blocks electricity, it doesn't burn, and it constantly regenerates durability. So you won't even need to get it repaired, unless you just completely break it, in which case you're doing something wrong. Now you can see it is somewhat kind of visually similar to the Hylian shield that you all know and love. Based, in most of the 3D Zelda games, but it is not. It's not the. Oh dear, no, stop it, no, don't look into it, don't make direct eye contact, don't do it, no, look away, look away. No, I don't want to see it, I don't want to hear it, don't say anything, don't do anything, just look. Go to your happy place, go to your happy place. Okay. Anyway, time for upgrades. Now, as you can see, the durability for the shield is pretty small, but since it regenerates, it doesn't matter. You can upgrade it more to get better durability, though, so... What's that thing on the shelf in the back there? You see that? Look at that thing. Looks familiar. Anyway, these are all the items we can upgrade. The priority, of course, is Mr. Bug. Mr. Bug can only be upgraded once he gets the hooks, but now that he has the hooks, you can upgrade him for both speed and stamina, as two separate upgrades. So you can hold down A to make Mr. Bug move faster, and then also it will just last longer, and I forget which one is the first upgrade. And unfortunately I'm only getting one at a time. Yeah, it's quick beetle, this is for speed. Since I didn't have the resources and the money and the other things to do both upgrades at once, you'll have to wait until the latter end of the episode to see Mr. Bug's final form. But yeah, let's get going. That'll be a little incentive for you to stick around. Anyway, now it's time for goddess chests, apparently. I assume that's what I'm doing. And now that we have multiple beacons, we can set up beacons on all the goddess chests and the Lumpy Pumpkin. definitely useful. I mean, really, this is where I use most of my beacons, because it can be hard to navigate in the sky without them. Anyway, heart metal. This is basically what makes hero mode less of an issue. I don't want to say it's not an issue, because, I mean, you saw I was struggling a little bit. But now that we have the heart metal, hearts will actually appear, so we can regain health without using potions. Anywho, it's time to do the last leg of the Lumpy Pumpkin quest. I have some strong feelings about this one. And I think most of the people who have attempted to do this side quest well also do have issues with this, because essentially it makes use of the harp, and the harp sucks, and it's just bad. It's real bad. And I will get into the intricacies of why it's so terrible as it's going forth, but go over here, take a little nap. You can only get here at nighttime if you take a nap in that bed, so don't feel awkward about sleeping in other people's beds. It's something that you gotta do as a part of life. Anyway, this final side quest of sorts is a musical performance with this guy's daughter, and it's just terrible. I mean, it's not hard to pass, but the OCD completion optimist person in me makes me want to do it perfectly, and it's just not gonna happen. I've never done it. I've only seen it done on YouTube, and those people are freaking animals. So those are the kind of people who can do Through the Fire and Flames on expert mode. Those kind of people are the people who can pass this. But anyway, you got to swing and strum the harp in accordance with the waving of people's hands during this song. And not only will you have to retry many times in order to get a feel for the pattern, but overall the poor sensitivity on the strumming will cause you to strum when you didn't mean to, and make you not strum when you did mean to. It's just bad. Now, there are a variety of results you can get from that. You can get absolutely terrible, this is horrible, and you'll stop in the middle of a song. You'll get barely passable, where you will technically pass the quest. You'll get my results, and then there's, hey, that was amazing, have like 50 rupees or something. Now, that is awful for a variety of reasons. Like I said, the sensitivity is pretty bad on the strumming, but also, unlike every other harp thing in the game, you need to do short strums rather than long sweeping motions. And it even says doing long sweeping motions, but it's got to be short strums in order to actually jive with what they want. Anyway, by the way, gratitude crystals in here. So overall, it's just bad for a variety of reasons, and maybe it doesn't come across well on the video, but it's basically, you know how other people complain that the sword controls are finicky? I say the harp controls are finicky. Anyway, as you saw, there is a gratitude crystal on here, and there's actually another one hidden around. You could be forgiven for completely missing those ones, because they're way off in the middle of nowhere compared to, like, the 10 others on the main Skyloft Island. There are just 2 over here. Very, very strange, very out of the way. But, you know, it's okay. I guess it's okay. It does leave me with 32 rather than even multiple of 5. I say even, but I mean clean, because 5 is an odd number. But yeah, I mean, I don't want to get too frustrated at it, but you could definitely be forgiven for missing those. So now that we've cleared the Lumpy Pumpkin side quest, we can now buy soup if we so desire, and we can repeat that harp minigame anytime we want to, and trust me, you will never want to. But yeah, not really much of a reason to ever come back here, unfortunately, because I do like it. It's a nice place, and it lets me do a southern accent. Especially now since he has this new chandelier that we can't knock down. Anyway, say goodbye to the Lumpy Pumpkin once we talk to this guy. He seems very chill about that whole disagreement. I'm glad he doesn't hold a grudge. So yeah, like I said, he will allow you to repeat that minigame. And, yeah, if you repeat the minigame and do well on it, he will give you money. I think, depending on your result, it can be either 20 or 50. But overall, no thank you. Pumpkin soup, it's basically, it's as it was before. It will go cold, and I think it becomes less potent if it does. But, yeah, not really much of a reason to use it when you do have potions at your disposal. Anywho, say goodbye to the Lumpy Pumpkin and to my southern accent. Let's just head on and grab a couple more goddess cubes. Or goddess chests, rather. None of them really as useful as that heart medal that we picked up a while back. I kind of didn't get to finish what I was saying about that. The heart medal makes it so hearts appear again in hero mode, and in normal mode it would double the amount of hearts that appear. Essentially, it makes things much, much easier, and having not completed the game at this point of the commentary recording, I'm seriously considering getting rid of it, because I don't want the game to be too easy. It lets me get away with too much failure. I know that's like heresy, crazy speak, but it's true. Anyway, pieces of heart. We got one from Barkeep Dude, and we got one from in here. And this, by the way, is where Beetle lands his ship, in case you were interested. I don't really know what the purpose of it is. I don't think it has anything relevant. You can't get here at night, so when he does park here at night, I don't see. I don't think it's possible to see him. I don't know. Anyway, back in the bazaar, it's time for more forging. Yes, more forging. Oh, go forge. Oh, right, I gotta make room for that heart medal that I am contemplating getting rid of. But also, there's a little bit of a character thing going on here. No, I don't know, actually. Okay, time to come clean. This is actually a side quest. Flirting with the item check girl is a side quest that I've been doing from the very beginning. Talk with her a lot, and... oh my, I have to get rid of a bottle. Talk with her a lot, and she will eventually fall for you, basically. And, eventually that will lead us to amazing prizes. Anyway, now is it time for forging? Forging, upgrading, time to go, time to do it, let's do it. Now, hopefully I'll be upgrading a variety of good things. Mr. Bug, of course, is the priority. And generally when things are getting at higher levels upgrades, they cost more, in case you didn't notice, or couldn't assume. Not the case here, I don't think, but... Yeah, look at that thing on the left. That is a familiar thing that I will not say what it is, because you'll find out in the next episode, but you probably know already. Anyway, now, Mr. Bug is in his final form. You can go farther, move faster, and it's just overall much more rad. Anyway, another upgrade that you can get, you can actually upgrade it as soon as you get the slingshot from the first dungeon. Is this thing called the Scatter Shot, and I forget if I actually show it off in this episode, but essentially, using one seed, you can create a huge spray of seeds that essentially takes away how finicky you have to aim. It gives you a lot more leeway in that regard. If you use Slingshot a lot, you may enjoy it. Personally, I don't. Anyway, you can upgrade the bug catching net and make it bigger. I don't do that. I don't need to. But that takes care of that. Takes care of upgrades, take care of side quests, and I will see you guys next time for Plot.